happy SDCC.
Thank you. To you too. How long have you all been here?
Since Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah.
It's too long. You should all go home.
Okay, so does 4 seasons, do you feel like you could have gone longer, or does this truly feel right?
No, this feels right, sadly.
Yeah.
4 was the number that I first felt was the right number after season 1. After we got picked up and I knew we weren't getting canceled and we had a chance for us to call our own shot, 4 was I was thinking 50 episodes, which is roughly 4 years. And I sort of there were various times when I was like, oh, hold on, maybe 5. And other times I was like, well, actually maybe 3. But it didn't stray too much from 4. Like 4, it consistently, as we laid the story out with the writing staff, that was the number that kept seeming like the right number, which is a huge bummer.
Yeah.
If you had been given an unlimited budget, what would be the location in the world you would have wanted to go, and what kind of scene would you have wanted to do there?
Oh man. I don't know. That's a really good question. I actually think that if we had had an unlimited budget, I would have sunk it more into like the backlot where we shot, because we had to do a lot of visual effects. It's great and it's controllable, and we were able to like do a lot of stuff outside, which I don't know where we would have done that. But we had to do a lot of visual effects to just make it not seem like we were in Universal City. So I think I would have an unlimited budget, I would have built out that place and been able to walk more.
The
Huntington Garden in Pasadena, which is what heaven basically was. We can only go there once a week maybe, and it's really expensive and it's hard to get to. So if we could have built a Huntington Garden adjacent to our set, and also built Tahani's Mansion, a functioning Tahani's Mansion would have saved us a lot of time. But I mean, we go to some new places in the 4th season. Thanks to not the unlimited budget, but the generosity of NBC Universal Television. So I don't think that there's a location that I would have gone to. I think I would have just made the world of fake heaven look a little nicer.
Okay.
Did you have the ending planned out from the beginning? Now that with the 4th?
We had the original idea for the ending. The core of it we had. I started to think about it, and we developed early in season 2. Didn't commit to it until we were sure it was the right ending and that no one could beat it. And then before we started writing season 4, we knew we had it. So it stayed pretty much the same, which is great.
The Eleanor and Chidi relationship, you have broken them up in, I think, every conceivable trope
Yeah.
that is available. My question is, you can't really tell us where it's going, but is there any trope you haven't used yet that you have in the back burner?
Well, we got to avoid some of the, classic pitfalls of someone has an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend who shows up unexpectedly one night or whatever. It was a way to tell a story about, a big question that looms over the show is are soulmates real? And the show, I think, takes the position that soulmates, as in the way that most people think of them, aren't real. That there are just people who you build relationships with over a long period of time who sort of become a person that your soul is connected to. But no magic creature is going to go, you and you, get together. So what we were able to do in a way that, sorry, I did that. That was my fault.
It's a sofa.
The part of it that we really like is that we were just telling a story about 2 people who spent a lot of time together, who hated each other at times and were driven crazy by each other and had very different backgrounds and histories and life experiences, but who just through going through a million crazy experiences ended up being bonded to each other in a significant way, which I think personally is a good way to tell the story of how a relationship works.
I really need to wrap this up.
Wait, last one. She got it under the wire.
I was just going to say, there have been a lot of philosophical debates on the series. What's been your favorite to play out? The trolley and all that.
I think the essential, this is getting kind of wonky, but I think the essential debate, I pitched the show as what it means to be a good person, and there's an episode when Chidi lost his mind and cooked a bunch of chili and stuff, and he lays out, there's 3 ways that, at least in the Western world, for thousands of years, there's really 3 ways people think about this, right? It's either you're a Kantian and you think that there are rules and you got to follow the rules, or you're a consequentialist and you think whatever you do that has the best results, that's what matters. And then there's the Aristotelian view, the virtue ethics view, which is like you just gotta practice. You
What
gotta
about
try.
rational selfishness?
Well, they're all versions. There's a million other ones. Rational selfishness, it's bunk, and anyone who believes in it is insane. Or you're like Paul Ryan, and you're like a grown man who still thinks Ayn Rand is really cool and
I just
interesting.
feel like Eleanor would be such a rational selfishness person.
We had a whole thing we were gonna do where she reads Ayn Rand and is like, "I found my girl." But like that, just having that debate from a million angles has been really fun because I don't know that there is an answer. The show definitely takes a point of view. I would say the show takes the virtue ethics point of view. That it's just practice, just try, keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. Screw up, try again. Screw up, try again. So being able to like do a TV show where we're talking about that issue that people have been talking about for 3,000 years, that's been really fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
I'm not sure if this was ever on, but